scaling back their diversity and inclusion efforts after rallying up the right wing. Translation: they choose MAGA over melanin.
For all the people out there that says that it's not working, it absolutely is. These are major news outlets that are reporting.
Look, here comes a consequences of my actions chasing me right now.
Hey guys, it's Blahzaye, and it looks like the Target CEO is starting to feel the financial pain as he tries to reach out to black leaders to see if he can play both sides. Let's get into it.
Knock, knock, knock. Seems the black community has a visitor. They roll back DEI. We roll back our wallets. Now Target is rolling back to us, hat in hand. It's giving karma. It's giving, oh, now you care? But more importantly, it's giving new. Let's rewind. Target tried to play cute earlier this year, scaling back their diversity and inclusion efforts after rallying up the right wing. Translation: they choose MAGA over melanin, and baby, it backfired big time. Now Brian Cornell is meeting with Reverend Al Sharpton, yes, the Reverend Al Sharpton you see here, trying to patch things up with the very black community they thought was disposable. Oh, so now we matter? Pastor Jamal Bryant and others weren't playing either. They launched a 90-day boycott during Lent. Black dollars were pulled and Target felt it. And now let's talk numbers. They're really ugly. Target lost about $12 billion in market value after gutting DEI, and now they're facing lawsuits from shareholders. You fumbled the culture, you also fumble the coin. Black-owned brands that once thrived in Target's DEI spotlight are now caught in corporate crossfire. Left wondering, what happened to the allyship we had that you promised us? It's giving corporate panic. It's giving performative regret. It's giving a big lesson in never biting the hand that built your brand. So y'all, what do y'all think? Should we forgive or forget? Like, what do you think? How should we move this forward? I know Al Sharpton is going to give him a mouthful, but Al Sharpton doesn't speak for all of us. So hit the comments, send this to your bougie Target bestie, and follow up for more on FAFO moments. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and Al Sharpton's not like the king of black people, so that's not really going to do much. Let's head to the comments. Target can meet with Al Green, Al Sharpton, Al Be Sure, Al Gore, Al Pacino, Al Roker, Al Giroux, Al Jolson, Al Capone, or whatever Al they like. I'm out for good. That was wild. Yeah, don't forget Alice in Wonderland. Don't forget Al Sketch. Al Sharpton doesn't represent the black community. This itself lets us know that Target is definitely out of touch. Also, I will not be spending my money at not going back. Target showed us who they are. A hard hell to the no. I already got used to not shopping at Target, and this was the major hurdle right here. Once people actually found their brands or what they purchased typically on their normal schedule in other stores and other locations and other marketplaces, people have already gotten comfortable. They've already gotten settled into buying from those places. Now it's more of a pain to go back to shop at Target. They've already gotten comfortable. So this is one of the major things that I see once people found those new channels to get the stuff that they wanted from, that they used to only could get from Target. That was the major capture. Target housed it all. You could just get everything, like Walmart, a little bit more uppity. But now they've broken those channels, and it's really way harder to get people back. Next.
It's now being reported 8 weeks in a row of a decline in sales at Target, and it's by a major publication, not fake news and not one that's on the right or the left, but it's there. Check it out. Stocks are down 57%. The boycott is working. Now, here's the funny part. Look at their website. Go check out their website. People are not quitting. They're trying to sell some like cake or candles. If you type in Target in the search bar, okay, type it in, look at cake or candle and go there, then look at all the comments. I feel like if I were Target, I would shut off the comments, okay? But for all the people out there that says that it's not working, it absolutely is. These are major news outlets that are reporting decline in sales, and they're attributing it to the boycott. They're attributing it to the flip-flop, as they called it in one article, of DEI, okay? So all the other folks that are out there in La La Land trying to act like this is fake news and it doesn't make sense, and where are we getting our information from? It's all right out there. Target is reporting this, okay? They are reporting it. It's not made up. It's reported news on business from financial publications and outlets. Go search Target, candle, or cake and have some fun with it.
Guys, how are people living in some type of fake world where you just say that everything's fake news? Guys, it's in Forbes. Guys, they're getting sued, like actual lawsuits about this whole interaction. That's something you can go and search up. Are people just not searching anymore? They're not researching. If it's not showing up in their feed, it's something that the information they're not privy to. And then they just automatically assume that it's fake. Guys, it's in the quarterly report. reports. Let's go to the comments. I'm a white middle-aged woman. I will never ever shop at Target again. I believe in holding grudges. Damn, you made the white middle-aged women mad. Oh, that's when you know it started, guys. Ulta Beauty decided to no longer be a partner in any of the new Target. Damn. So now they're losing major brands? That's wild, guys. They will stay in existing stores though, so they're not putting in any more in the new stores. Major brands that are leaving, guys. I don't know why all these brands like Target and Tesla thought poor Republicans were their target demographic. That is true too, guys. Target was on a massive push to be super DEI, super supportive, super inclusive. In doing that, in that pursuit, you know, ousted themselves from that Republican majority, from that conservative majority that didn't like those type of values. So now their play is to go back on the DEI on their main customer base now that they made themselves, to try to get the conservative customers that you've already put on the back burner because those weren't matching your values and how you wanted to run your corporations. That's crazy. Target is about to be Kmart. Oh God. I think we should boycott. Walmart and Amazon technically already have like a boycott going on, depending on what groups you're looking at. I don't know. I've saved so much money just from not shopping at Target. Yeah, so like we don't mess with Target, Walmart, Amazon, Starbucks, boycott addict. I will never shop there again. But here's the thing. Not only is the boycotts happening, right, but it's just a bunch of, the market's just down and people are getting laid off. It's getting crazy out there next week.
Look, here comes the consequences of my actions chasing me right now. I don't want no consequence. I don't want no consequence. Look, here comes the consequence.
So this says our store is taking steps to conserve energy today by temporarily reducing lighting and air conditioning. Target strives to implement practices across our operations that are good for our community and planet. So like, it just seems like, yeah, why they're reducing lighting and air conditioning. So now you got to go into a store, doesn't like DEI, doesn't really want you shopping there. And not only they're trying to have some mood lighting now, and they're making it much hotter. Let's go to the comments. Who wants to shop at a racist store that's hot and difficult to see it? This is not Abercrombie, guys. Costco light and heat are going 100%. Not them greenwashing the real reason. I bet they miss our rainbow paychecks. My wallet is happier without. And you know what? Funny thing is, we've been talking about like how he's going to Al Sharpton into the black community. They ostracize the LGBTQ community as well. Oh, they're making everybody's an enemy. Next video.
It was like because I seen somebody on TikTok. Y'all, okay, so you know how we're protesting Target, right? As you can see, I'm here, but I only had to come here because I had to grab some milk. But I also wanted to come in here and see what the traffic was like because I seen somebody on TikTok say it was empty. Baby, they ain't told no lies. Target is empty. I've never seen it look like this. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, so there's still an hour and a half. I'm about to flip the camera. And just so you guys don't think I'm lying, I'm gonna screenshot what time it is. I mean, nobody is here. Like, bro, I love this for us. Stop playing with us. Target dead as hell. That's an employee. That's crazy. Oh, I just couldn't believe it. I had to ask one of the employees. There's 3 girls standing together. I'm like, is it this quiet because of the protest? And they were like, yeah, it's been quiet like this since last week. I said, what? They were like, yeah. I said, okay, that's good. Then y'all chilling, right? They said, yep, we've been enjoying it.
Yeah, because all the workers are still getting paid, you know, and that's my major question too, because I was like, hey, well, maybe it's just the wrong time, 9 a.m. in the morning. But then you have all the housewives and stuff and people they're working, they're off that day, trying to go in and get the groceries for the week. So if nobody's in there, like, oh, maybe it was just the time of day. But no, yeah, she asked the employees. Employers are like, nah, bro, shit's dead.
Oh my goodness. Breaking news. Sorry, I'm eating, but I just saw this and I'm like, holy smokes, I gotta talk about this. The CEO of Target is arranging a meeting with the press secretary, Caroline Levitt, and Al Sharpton. Who fucking cares about Al Sharpton? I can tell you right now, the angle they're trying to get to, I can tell you probably any black person on here will tell you they don't give a shit about him. But also, the DEI rollback is not just about that. And so you fuck motherfuckers are missing the boat on all of it. On all of it. So you can pull your little press secretary and Al Sharpton and see where you're going to get with that. I can tell you right now, you're going to hit a roadblock. It's not going to do anything. What's done is done. What's done is done. You just don't go back from this. You just don't, okay? And if you do, it's going to take you a very, 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 very long time. But of all the people, Target, of all the people, I mean, I could probably name a handful of other people that you should be knocking on doors to try to get back what you roll back in this DEI shenanigan. But I still don't think it would help. Anyway, happy Friday.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to help. Like Al Sharpton, no matter what he says, is not going to do anything, especially if the full up Black community is already against it. And they can already see, like, just because you say something or mention something, the actions that you've taken have not been reversed. So we already know it's bull. And I think thanks to social media, people already look for bullshit first, then they verify on the back end if they're privy to the information. Next video.
For fucking years, Target has been my happy place. If I was sad, I went to Target. Happy, went to Target. Bored, went to Target. Had a lot of money, went to Target. Got my paycheck, went to Target. Nothing to do, Target. Basically, all roads in my house led to Target, okay? And that means I spent a shit ton of money there. So yesterday on my For You page, I saw a girl who said that she went on her Target Circle app and added up all her purchases from 2024 versus her purchases from 2025 because she herself wanted to see what impact she had on the Target boycott. So I said, as a psychotic Target shopper, I feel like I have done a lot. And sure as shit, I was fucking shocked. Last year in 2024, I spent $5,712.72 at Target, which comes out to a little less than $500 a month at Target, which in my mind, yes, that's a lot of money, but that does seem accurate for what I was spending at Target. 2024. This is what I've spent at Target in the first 3 months of 2025. $145.83. All of this was spent before Target rolled back their DEI program, so before Trump was inaugurated on January 20th. This time last year, in the first 3 months, in the first quarter of 2024, I spent $1,500 at Target. In the first 3 months, in the first quarter of 2025, because Target rolled back their DEI program, I spent $145.83 at Target, which means me, myself, and I have had a 90% reduction in what I spent at Target in the first quarter of last year to the first quarter of this year. So, Target, roll back your DEI programs, fuck around and find out, baby. I am so happy. If you guys are also boycotting Target and you used to be a huge Target spender, go on your Circle app and see what a difference you have made this year. Honestly, it's bringing new life to my battle, and I want to continue to boycott Target and Amazon and all the other ones as hard as I can because like it's fucking working.
I think what Target miscalculated was that people are actually saving money and then finding other alternatives. That's just the biggest flex right there. And especially in these times, you're like saving money and not spending a lot. No spend 2025. Let's to the comments. I spent about 10K each year for years, including groceries. 0 in 2025, and I deleted the app. I have a brown kid, a trans kid, and a bi kid. A whole gambit. Yeah, Target is dead to me. Never shopping again. Yes, $0 spent in Target in 2025. Damn, if you enter the store but don't buy anything, it hurts them more. I'm assuming that's just because of like they track in the analytics. That's why they can see how much foot traffic they've had in the different stores. And they can track them like, oh, well, our foot traffic's been down every single quarter since the rollbacks happened. I think I'm so mad about Target because they advertise so heavily on inclusion, sensory-friendly clothes, plus-size models, BLM clothing designers, made everybody on the conservative side extremely mad. And now they're pissing off everybody on this progressive side, on the inclusive side. Crazy. I hope I'm not alone here. I spent 24 grand at Target in what the hell? 2024. And so far, $215 this year. Target was my home. HEB and Costco was getting all of my money. Costco, honestly, yeah, that's a great one. You're gonna be saving more money anyways. $24,000. Next video.
Penzeys Spices is very supportive of the Democratic platform, and Bill Penzey, the founder and owner, just wrote an open letter to Target. He started this open letter by saying, I get it, you want everyone to be happy with you, but now no one is happy with you. And you have to make some hard choices around diversity, equity, and inclusion. He goes on to say that supporting diversity, equity, and inclusion is not a hard choice for Target because those pro-Trump supporters are not customers. They never have been, and they don't trust the brand. He goes on to say that even if some Trump supporters are customers, Trump loves the uneducated. And unfortunately, What makes people gullible also makes them cash-strapped. He also goes on to say that the one unifying belief against those who are anti-DEI is to return the country to a time long past, and is that where Target believes that its future is. He then shares that while Budweiser survived a boycott by the Trump supporters, that's because they are production. Retail is not scalable, and therefore they need to make a decision, and they need to make it now. He also says that they deserve these boycotts. When they betrayed the LGBT plus community several years ago, they took the fun out of shopping at Target. He finishes this letter by challenging the leader to do something or to find new leadership at the company.
To the comments, the thing for me is it's too late. Even if Target reinstates DEI, they've already shown me who they are, and I won't be returning. You know what? Companies should start pulling out from Target. Companies, as we've seen, companies are starting to pull out of Target. Love Penzi's only place we've shopped in the last 5 years. Spices. He doesn't have to worry about his business because Republicans don't spice their food anyway. Once they show you who they are, believe them. Apologies and rebranding doesn't change. Yeah, guys, throw down in the comments what you think is, well, even if they bring back DEI, do you think that people are going to return? Do you think the sales are going to increase? We got one last video.
There are somebody, Nina Turner's, the day after the DEI announcement called for the boycott. They launched theirs February 1st. Jamal Bryant had targetfast.org. That was launched on 5th, and when he launched it, he said it was going to go from Lent to Easter. Yesterday, he addressed from the pulpit and made clear that the boycott is not over.
I want to thank you because you don't even know you are a part of history, that you've been a part of history. The Montgomery bus boycott was so because it shifted the economy of one city by standing strong. They did it for 381. Not since the Montgomery bus board, Black America come together in such a unified vision, a unified focus, a unified, and we've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it 10 weeks.
Okay, so pretty much this is a long video, so I'm gonna cut it right here. They are saying that the Target is gonna become a full-on boycott unless they, start coming back. That's what actions need to be coming out of these CEO, not going and trying to meet with Black leaders to see if maybe they can say something and we can keep these DEI policies restricted and get rid of those while we can still get the conservative side. And then maybe we can get some leaders to say, hey, come back and shop at Target. It's fine now. The CEO said it's fine. No, just start doing actions. Start including people. Start changing your policies back to how they were. And then over time, maybe people might trickle back in, but I highly doubt it at this point. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like the video if you got anything from it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.